Klaude doesn't look okay at all. Scold him or comfort him? Comfort him. Seems like he needs it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon, Chapter 7. When I returned to the margin later that night, my hands are scratched and I think I might have bruises on my arm. Klaude was not joking when he said he would not go easy on me, but he did compliment me more than once. Elly, I've hit you quite a few times and you haven't uttered a single complaint. Impressive. Crying is for the weak. Though everyone should be sleeping, I notice that the light is still on at the tavern. I see Jurien and Garlan up and at a table, speaking to each other and laughing. If Klaude had come back with me, he would be happy to see this. You two are still up? They are not even surprised when they turn to face me. Good days like this are even better when stretched. I haven't been off duty in a long time. Did you both have a good time tonight? It was great. Garlan knows these little places in the town that I've never even heard of before. I notice that Jurien is more energetic than usual, her smile a little wider than normal. I wonder if she's drunk. Drunk off love. I'm going to get another drink. Maybe not. Another drink? Garlan leans in towards me, his voice hushed. We already bought a replacement bottle when we were out today. We would never take anything from the margin without money. Right. Is Jurien drunk? Oh no, princess. Tipsy. It's like a buzz. Fades a lot quicker. Oh. Garlan and I watch Jurien as she refills her glass at the bar. I have to thank you, princess. I would never have asked her out if you and Karma hadn't insisted. So you told her? Garlan looks at me with a pleased smile. Haha, I definitely did. Awesome. I'll take that as a yes. She didn't really realize until much later. I just asked her out for food and she thought that's all it was. Maybe Jurien really did need to be told bluntly. What happened? I, told her? And? We talked and remembered the old times. He sounds like an old man. And I held her hand. I noticed Garlan flinch ever so slightly, but he's smiling. He looks pleased with himself. And the night's not over yet, so... He trails off with a hopeful smile, before he raises his eyebrows at me. What about you and Karma? What about us? I've asked him to train me. Train? Princess, you've asked him to train you how to use a sword? What's this? Our princess is going to pick up a sword? Jurien returns to the table, but I am too tired to properly join in the conversation. I should leave them to their conversation and head to bed. I need to get some rest if I want to start practicing at night. I excuse myself to head upstairs. Whoa, what the heck was that? I am startled awake by an excruciatingly bright light. It is momentary, and when it is over, I am sitting in my bed, dazed and confused. My eyes burn. My hands fly to the pendant around my neck, where I see the second glass slipper with another piece. Wait, I don't know what that was for. What do we do? Wait, what happened? Holy crap, wait, is this novel almost over? There's another piece. But when did I do another good deed? That's actually a good question. I grasp the necklace tightly in my hand as I make my way to the tavern. Everyone is doing the pre-morning chores when they get to the tavern area. I notice Karma glaring off into space, and then, not far from him, the two knights. They haven't been up all night, have they? I make my way slowly over to them. Even back then, you were like some kind of shadow, weren't you? What's happening here? You don't have to hide it. It was obvious you were trailing me back then. Trailing? What was he doing? It was only because I was worried about you. I realized you really didn't have to follow me, Lan, but I'm glad you did. Lan? Jurien. Oh shush, Fritz used to call you that too. Lan is Garlan's childhood nickname. He still gets embarrassed when I call him that. Wait, were Fritz, Jurien, and Garlan? Did they all grow up together? I see. So what are you two talking about? Oh, we were just reminiscing. I look at the two of them critically for a few moments, waiting for them to say something. They both exchange a glance before looking at me, confused. Well? Well, what? How did your date go last night? Wow, that's very, straightforward. Garlan makes a sound and turns beet red. Jurien's eyebrows quirk, and then she laughs. Oh, that. It went well. So well, in fact, that you can see the two of us are still very much enjoying each other's company. Jurien is usually busy taking her rounds around the march with a scowl on her face. She looks happier being here with Garlan, most relaxed. You might even say that we're dating. Haha, Garlan. Isn't it funny how red he gets, princess? You were blushing just as much yesterday when I... One more word, Lan, and I'll swear I'll punch you. The two of them are busy blushing now, and the scene is oddly comical. Who knew that two great knights of the Order of Chaldea could be so easily undone? Both of you are amusing to watch. The two of them stared at me, suddenly solemn-faced. I suddenly remembered that one conversation the knights all had at the castle. They were talking about how they all had personal reasons for being knights, despite the fact that they all served the king. I'd always thought Jurien and Garlan were stoic and honorable, that their only reason for becoming knights was a sense of justice. Seeing them here though, without that stoic facade, they feel more like people. My curiosity is piqued. Do you mind if I ask what your reasons for becoming knights? Oh, my father was a knight. He put his life on the line for this kingdom. Jurien's father was a living legend in his own right, and he had the medals to back it up. My father wasn't around a lot, but I always admired him. Judging by the look on Jurien's face, it's clear to me that she really loves her father. My mother died when I was young, and because my father couldn't be around all the time to take care of me, I ended up practically living with Lan and his family. Lan always got annoyed when I called him my brother. Now I know why. Jurien wanted to follow in her father's footsteps. Then why did you join the Knights, Garlan? I'm assuming he just joined to follow her. Because he wanted to watch over me. I never knew you blushed so easily, Garlan. Garlan seemed to blush even harder at that, and Jurien's laughter becomes infectious. I feel amusement begin to bubble up as I watch the two of them. But a cold voice cuts through their laughter, and the atmosphere feels like a hot blade through ice. Could you keep it down over there? I turn and see that Klaude's eyes, normally so warm, are cold. His usual smile is gone, replaced with a deep scowl. Alex, what's his problem? Oh, we're sorry. He's still glaring at the two of them. Oh, I can tell him about the necklace. Klaude, Karma, I got another piece to my necklace. Another good deed. Klaude turns his gaze to me, but the frown doesn't disappear. What's wrong with Klaude? That's nice, darling. He didn't say love. Huh. His voice is calm, but flat and lacks any enthusiasm. That felt lackluster and oddly disappointing. A good deed? Congratulations, princess. You're close to breaking your curse. What did you get the good deed for? I'm not sure, actually. Wait a minute. Was it because Elly didn't bite down on Klaude's hand during training last night? Because she didn't want to injure his already injured hand? Actually, that might be the case. Maybe it was for helping Lan confess. I hear you and Karma went out of your way to make it happen. No, that was the first piece, right? That happened yesterday, though. Maybe the magic was waiting to see what became of Garlan and I. Klaude makes a dismissive hand gesture from his table, frowning. If you two insist on being so affectionate, you should get a room. Affectionate? What is wrong with Karma? Jurien's smile has faded into a dangerous scowl. Where Garlan looks confused, Jurien looks notably irritated. The shadow is still there on his face. Klaude doesn't look okay at all. Scold him or comfort him? Comfort him. Seems like he needs it. Something must be really bothering him. I should be patient with him, just like he is with me. Before I can even think about what I'm doing, I reach out to grab his hand. He just slapped my hand away. You shouldn't just reach out to touch a person without giving them some warning. But he does that all the time with me. I pull my hand back, and at the same moment, Klaude's expression falls. He looks at me with an almost pained expression on his face. No, wait, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. What's going on? Silence descends for a few moments before Klaude abruptly stands up from his table. Excuse me. Klaude turns briskly and heads upstairs, leaving with the two knights. I wonder what's wrong with him. You think we've been running him too thin because of practice? I do not think it's you two. I get the feeling that Klaude holds himself back from saying what he means sometimes. Sometimes he acts strange, distant, and recently he's getting more and more moody. Princess. I look over at Anise, who is smiling apologetically. Sorry to interrupt, but Mr. Broom is getting kind of restless. Time to sweep, I suppose. Well, maybe cleaning will help me get my mind off things. Wait, I want to see Mr. Broom. Where is he? Oh, you're not going to show him? I'm let down. I feel let down. The rest of the day goes by slowly. I am stuck cleaning most of the day and then serving later. At one point, I speak with Delora about the knights that had attempted to kidnap me, and she tells me that she and Parfait are meeting later to discuss their suspicions. I still don't understand what their suspicions are, when Sir Alacaster cannot possibly know who I am. My hands are sore by the end of the night, but I still feel like I can practice with a sword. I notice that both Jurien and Garlan look restless too. Wait. Since Waltz is actually a witch, that means men can be witches too. So I wonder if Sir Alcaster is actually a witch too, and that's why he remembers. But then that leaves Fritz out. Is Fritz actually a witch? Or is he cursed? Okay, there's so few more mysteries that needs to be uncovered. Garlan eventually leaves for patrol while Jurien remains at a table, looking deep in thought. I do not want to bother her, so I decide to try and find Klaude. I go to his room to find that the door is locked. Karma, are we training tonight? No answer. My heart sinks. Is he not speaking to me? Did I do something wrong? Do you guys think that he also has a beast curse, just like in the Beauty and the Beast? The beast is basically the dark side of him rising up. Do you think that's what's happening right now? For days, Klaude stayed in his room, only leaving when he had to be on patrol. A few times I saw Parfait go into his room, but she refuses to talk about what is bothering him. I feel so useless. When Klaude did appear in the tavern or out in town, he still had a terrible grimace on his face. Look, I really don't want to talk right now. If you're so frustrated with me, why not just ignore me? No, I'm not going to train tonight. I'm not in the right state of mind. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone. Please. I'm really beginning to worry about him. Today I am in town running errands with Waltz for Parfait. It has been almost a week since Klaude started acting so strangely, so I thought I needed to do something for him. I know he likes dresses, and he told me once that he likes roses, but can I really find something that would cheer him up? Perhaps he would like some jewelry. Waltz, do you remember where the jewelry store Karma likes is? I don't go there very often, so unfortunately no. Princess, is this a good deed? What you're doing right now, did you think it would be a good deed? Good deeds need to be selfless, right? Generally, yes. I doubt this will count as selfless. I'm doing this to cheer Karma up. That sounds pretty selfless. But it's also so that he goes back to teaching me how to fight instead of sulking in his room. I've heard that Karma has been teaching me how to use a sword. Why do you want to learn how to fight? Because I want to be able to protect myself, and it's not like I can use magic. At least sword fighting gives me an advantage. I'm sorry, Princess. I wish I could teach you magic, but it doesn't work when you're under a curse. But on your 18th birthday, when you become the Tenebron Bearer, you'll be able to use magic. I'll instruct you if you want me to. That would be nice. Though that does not solve my current problem. What would cheer Klaude up? Walt starts chuckling beside me, and I turn to look at him confused. Karma is important to you, isn't he? He's my partner, and he's helped me. He's also been patient with me, and smiled even when I've said some really inconsiderate things to him. I'm glad, Princess, that he's your friend. My friend? Klaude does not feel like a friend. He feels like something else. Your true love, maybe. Oh, Princess, is this the one you were searching for? Waltz points to a peddler sporting different kinds of jewelry, and I instantly make my way towards it. There are all kinds of glittering things displayed, and for a few moments I feel myself drawn to everything. Then I notice the price tags. I barely have any money left from when the king gave me that pouch. I cannot afford any of this. Maybe we should do our errands first, and then look for a gift. Maybe we'll find something as we look through the stores. But if I don't get Klaude's gift today, I may not be able to give it to him tonight. Princess? I'm thinking we'll run the errands first. I mean, just because the price tags are high, doesn't mean they're actually the best gifts. So, let's take a look at the other stores first. Walt has a good point. We might find something while we do the errands, and then we can get them out of the way. Besides, it's not right for me to put Klaude above everyone else. Oh, look at that, I got a jewel. This is so fascinating. We spend a few hours gathering the supplies needed for the tavern, and only then do we start looking again for Klaude's gift. Princess, I can hold more of those bags for you. It's fine, and I'm used to carrying lots of bags. Does Karma make you carry them around? Princess, you should really tell him off. He does a lot of other things for me, but next time. I think I will, so long as he gets out of his room sometime soon. I really hope he does. Hey, Princess. But now the problem is finding something that he'll like. What does Klaude like? Princess. There's no reason for you to shout. Walt shakes his head at me, but he's smiling. Let me offer you a deal. A deal? If you help me set up one of my puppet shows, I'll pay you. You earn money from your puppet shows? I get tipped, so what do you say? I won't go easy on you though. Yes, I'll help you. Well, that was quick, eh? Why do you seem so surprised? I was just thinking that everyone's right. You've really changed, Princess. Maybe having Karma as a partner really was a good idea. Being partners with Klaude may have changed me for the better, but I doubt I have done the same for him. I'm sure Karma would be very happy that you're buying him a gift. Receiving gifts from admirers isn't the same thing as you getting him something. He receives gifts? From admirers? For a few moments I think about the woman who chased us in town a few weeks ago, and I feel a little unpleasant stab in my heart. Small things. A man will treat him to a dessert every so often. I saw a lot of it when we did errands together. A man will treat him to dessert. Very nice. I always make Karma accept those gifts while killing the man. Killing the man? It's dramatic, but sounds like Karma. He punched Rumpel when he asked him to marry him. Joke or not, Karma wears his disguise to be convincing, but then gets angry when people fall for it. He's still very much a child. You know how he is. He doesn't like being flirted with. Waltz, do you know anything else about Karma's curse? His curse. He never really talks about it. Klaude may be even more stubborn than me if he's not letting anyone help him with his curse. Waltz and I continue our search for a gift. Waltz tells me that I can look for something a bit more expensive and that he'll just put me to work on another day by helping him with his puppets. I return to jewelry peddler we found earlier. Hello madame, sir, what can I help you with today? Do you have any sort of rose-shaped jewelry here? The man refers me to a box full of many different rose-shaped earrings. He then shows me necklaces, and I realize belatedly that it is as if I am searching for something for Miss Karma, not Klaude. My eyes scan the glass, nearly defeated, before a little rose catches my attention in the back of the display window. It has a chain connected to it, but doesn't seem long enough to be a necklace. What's that one? That's your simple rose pendant, ma'am. It comes with a chain, but it can also be pinned on the chest. The man takes out a display case so I can look at it. That looks like a necklace. This is fancy, but not completely flashy. I feel a little click as I press my fingers to the pendant, and I realize that it can also open. Oh yes, you can also put something small inside of it. This is perfect. I look at the price tag, and after making sure that it's not too expensive, I pay the shopkeeper. Waltz pays him the additional fee, and then we walk toward the marchand together. When we return to marchand, I go to my room to tuck the locket into a drawer, before I head to the tavern to finish the rest of my chores. Just as I expect, Klaude is not downstairs today either. Jurien and Garlan have taken the train with each other, though they seem agitated that Klaude is not helping them. At the end of the day, I hurry to my room where I write a few words on a piece of paper that I put into a locket. A normal rose would have withered, so I offer this one instead, in heartfelt thanks. I hold the locket tightly in my hand and start toward Klaude's room. Why is my heart beating so fast? I'm just giving him a gift, but this gift contains love. Come on, Elly. Yeah, I'm surprised she doesn't understand this love just yet. I pause at Klaude's door, remembering the last time I entered his room. I'm sure it's okay if I just go in. Oh. I open up the door to Klaude's room, which is thankfully not locked, and step inside. I was actually expecting to see Klaude in like a beast form or something. Klaude is sitting motionless in front of his mirror, shoulders slumped as he stares at his reflection. He's shirtless, and there's that tattoo. It seems it seems different? Oh man, was I right about basically his lifespan? How as the rose withers, how the rose tattoo withers, his life is also ending? Klaude doesn't notice me at first. I notice that his hand goes to the tattoo over his chest, and then I hear him heave a heavy sigh. Slowly, I close the door behind me. It clicks, and that is when he suddenly turns to look at me. At first there is just shock in his face, and then suddenly, anger. Again. Why do you do this again, Elly? Alright, we got two options. I came to speak with you, and I came to give you something. I have a feeling that speak with you would be the better option, but if we give him the locket, would he just destroy it? That's what I feel like is gonna happen. I'm hoping not though, but we'll give him the locket. I tightly grip the locket in my hand as I stare at him. And this was so important, so very essential that you once again missed knocking on my door for a simple delivery? His voice slices through my heart. Oh, man. I wanted it to be a surprise. I'm not in the mood for surprises, princess. What is up with him? In no time at all, Klaude suddenly right in front of me, his hands outstretched on either side of me, pinning me to a wall against the door. His face is so close, his expression so fierce that I cannot even bring myself to think of a way out. The only thing I can do is stare at him, levelly, without getting angry, without crying. I will not show any weakness. Why? Why aren't you struggling or screaming at me? That's what the Elly that I know would do. Then you do not know me as much as you think you do, and you know nothing about me. I already have a retort prepared when I stop, realizing that he is right. I barely know anything about him. No, I don't. But I'd like to. Why do you insist on poking your nose into others' business? We're partners. That's the only reason. It has to be. I'm supposed to help you, so why do you keep your secrets from me? Help me? His lips quirk, but his smile is sardonic. Klaude, I want to help you. In the silence that descends between us, I find that I cannot help but look at Klaude's tattoo, at the thorns twirling around the rose. It is beautiful, but it also seems so lethal. I think I'm right about that rose signifying how much life he has left. When I glance at Klaude again, he looks so crestfallen, his eyes glittering like he might be on the verge of tears. Secrets are secrets for a reason, princess. You should know that. If I could speak about them, I would, but I can't. And you bursting into my room without any notice only makes it harder. Harder? For what? Princess, you can't imagine what this all feels like. What is he talking about? And that woman. I thought we were meant to be. What? She was so lovely. Her smile is bright as the sun. What is going on here? Klaude's eyes are far away. That's why, never again. But then you ruined everything, Elly. You cut me down like... I push my hands against Klaude's chest, catching him off guard and forcing him to stumble back. I cannot take any of this. If I ruin everything, then I'll just leave. You can have all of the time in the world to yourself then. The locket I bought for him burns in my hand, and I end up throwing it at his feet. Elly, wait! I ignore him as I run from the room. When I return to my room and lock my door, I feel too hollow inside for tears. It hurts to breathe when I think of Klaude. I eventually manage to fall asleep, but only have snatches of restless dreams when my eyes finally close. Mother, are you and Father in true love, like in the fairy tales? I thought I forbid you to speak of fairy tales. Have you been reading them? No, Mother. I overheard someone in the palace talking about them today. Then I shall have to find that person and make sure they know what an appropriate topic of conversation in the palace is. But Mother, the true love in fairy tales sounds so nice. Do you think I can fall in true love with the prince? Dearest one, true love like that does not exist. But the love between a mother and a child is the truest kind. It cannot be replicated by anything else. All other kinds of love is an illusion. My love is all you will ever need. Do you understand me, my heart? Yes, Mother. Wow. It's terrible. Oh, wait, we're done chapter? Chapter 8, The Lost Prince. Wow. So, apparently, Klaude was in love with someone else? I have a feeling it was a witch that cursed him. I don't know why he's losing his mind though, but yeah. Okay, I really have no idea what to say at this point, so we're just gonna end it here, and we'll be back in chapter 8. So anyways, everyone, if you enjoyed chapter 7, which was pretty much an opposite of chapter 6, then go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified of chapter 8. And if you're really enjoying yourself here and you want to support the channel, then go ahead and check the links in the description to do just that. And of course, I'll see you all next week in Cinderella Phenomenon, chapter 8. Have yourselves a great day.